Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. P. Welcome back today for another Fortnite video. Now, in today's video, we've got a good bit of information to go over about the castle, the frozen ice castle that is melting. It's melted even more, and we have a good idea as to what's coming in the future with evidence in the game. We're going to go over it all in this video. Make sure to go ahead and drop a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And make sure to enter my V-Buck giveaway before it ends in 2 days. All you got to do is click the link below. Huge shout out to these absolute legends for using my support a creator code. If you want a shout out in a future video, all you got to do is send me a screenshot showing proof that you are supporting me as a creator. The best place to send me a screenshot is on Twitter. I'll link my Twitter down below. First things first, there is a new item in the game that got added along today with the second 7.1 content update. That item is the boombox, and the boombox is a destructive item. A lot of people have been saying it's overpowered, and personally I would have to agree, but I'll let you be the judge. Essentially what it does is it plays music so loud and so furiously that it constantly knocks down new structures within a pretty wide radius. Anytime you build something within the blast radius of this thing, it is going to be knocked down instantly with no hesitation. To stop the boombox's effect, all you have to do is shoot the boombox. I'm not sure how many bullets it takes to destroy, but it's a boombox. I feel like it shouldn't take that much considering how powerful it really is. But if you're good with your placement and you place it where it's not out in the open, where it's, you know, hidden, at least for a little bit, you can have serious success with this. I mean, this is an item that is changing the meta of the game completely. It's countering building. If you're bad at building or not so good at building, this is your friend. You can use this to knock down other people and make them play on your level, and that's why I feel like it's a little unwarranted, probably could do without, could probably use a huge nerf, and I could see this getting vaulted in the future. Make sure to let me know what you think about the boombox. I know it's new, and I know it's only been out for less than a day, but if you've managed to play and you've managed to use it or play against it, I would love to hear your thoughts. Based on what I've seen on the internet and around social medias, it looks like it's being pretty poorly received. We'll see what changes Epic makes to it in the future. So today is the 12th day of the 14 days of Fortnite. We only have 2 days left, but today's reward is actually a snowflake emoticon. It's interesting to say the least, not necessarily something I'm going to get super hyped about, but the challenge is to actually destroy 12 different snowflake decorations scattered around the map. Now, this map I'm getting ready to show you is courtesy of Fortnite Insider, and it shows all of the snowflake locations. Of course, you can do this in multiple matches, and it shouldn't take you that long, and you get this reward. I'm really curious about what we're going to be getting on New Year's Eve, which is tomorrow, and especially New Year's Day, which is less than 48 hours from now. I'm assuming we are going to get something really insane for New Year's Day. It only makes sense. We also have the New Year's Eve event happening very soon. I didn't even realize how close we were to it, so I'm extremely excited about that. Make sure you guys are staying tuned to the channel so you don't miss out on any awesome info. So yet again, we have another castle update. It seems like I've been doing an update every single day because, surely enough, it's been melting every single day. But this time, it's really interesting for a number of reasons. Well, first of all, when you go down below into this part of the castle that we're exploring and that has been constantly melting, you can actually see quite clearly in this corner there is stuff behind the ice that you can crack down on and you can destroy. In fact, there's like 3 different pieces of brick you can destroy. So that's a pretty clear indication that not only is the castle expanding downward, but it's also expanding forward in a lot of different directions. I made an extremely interesting discovery by complete accident. I was walking against the ice and I saw something, and then I stopped and put my cursor on it, and it looks like there are ammo spawns inside of the ice. That right there is confirming to me that we are going to be able to get further back in this room and get to where this ice is currently covering up. Why else would there be stuff in the ice that you can pick up? We're just close enough that it's registering to us on the map as even an option to pick it up. Now, if you try to pick it up through the ice, it doesn't work, and I'm assuming we're going to have the ice melt to even pick anything up back there, but it's definitely interesting to see. Now on the left side, you can also see stuff back there in the ice, but unlike the right side, you can't actually knock any of it down with your pickaxe. Like I said before in yesterday's video, it seems like Epic is taking the slow and methodical approach instead of the instant approach with melting the ice. At least they were doing the instant approach for a while by making it, melt huge chunks down. Like one of the first stages of melting, it went from covering up basically the entire castle to revealing the courtyard and all those little buildings outside the castle. But now they're going day by day, it looks like, using very small increments of ice melting at a time. I'm extremely curious to see when this is going to finish. This could probably go on for a number of weeks. But that's not all the info and all of the stuff I have to share with you today about the castle. So in creative mode, they actually dropped at least what I consider to be a pretty big hint as to what's coming. They actually added a whole bunch of different prefabs or presets, essentially, of castles that you can throw down. And these aren't any ordinary castles, they are literally the ice castle. Bits and pieces of the ice castle, including so many different versions that we haven't seen yet. Of course, you do have the option of throwing down the normal ice castle that we know and we have seen on Polar Peak, but there are also a ton of different options, and I want to go over them, go inside them, and show you what's in them so we can possibly see what's coming in the future when this castle melts. So one of the biggest takeaways for me personally when I'm looking at these castles is the fact that a number of these, versions have dungeons, or at least what appears to be some kind of a prison or hostage area. You can see the black metal bars on a lot of these places, and they're conveniently located right at the bottom of the castle, much like where a dungeon would be traditionally located. As you guys know, there are a bunch of eggs underneath the castle in-game at Polar Peak. It's either going to be one of two things. There are two main theories. Theory 1, the most popular theory, is that they're going to be dragons, and it does make a lot of sense considering almost any time there are dragons inside of a movie or a TV show or a story or something like that, it's usually associated with some kind of a castle. Option 2 is that it's going to be a sea monster or some kind of sea serpent or sea creature based on the theory of a flood or aquatic themed season coming for Season 8 or later in Season 7. I think it's very promising that a lot of these areas, a lot of these castle versions you go into, they have these kind of prison dungeon areas at the bottom, and if you take a look at our current situation with the castle at Polar Peak melting and getting further and further revealed, it would make a lot of sense that at the bottom there would be a dungeon. In fact, we know there's going to be a dungeon because there was leaked footage of someone going to the bottom of the castle with a glitch and actually seeing the dragon eggs and actually seeing the downstairs area. Now, if you actually look at the castle that is the exact same one from Polar Peak, in creative mode, it actually looks exactly the same, and you cannot go all the way to the bottom of it. I think they thought that one through a little bit. They weren't going to literally tell you what was going on, but you can still find a lot of information out by looking at the different castles that you're able to throw down in creative mode. When I saw these castles went live in creative and there were so many different presets, I immediately thought there was a great chance these castles could be in some way incorporated to the main game, and even if not the whole thing, is bits and pieces of the style and design as you go further into the castle. And what really gives me hope is that basically every other prefab and every other preset in creative comes from something that is literally inside the main Fortnite island. So with that said, there's a great chance that these prefabs and presets could also share that same characteristic. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Of course, I always value your feedback and your ideas. It means the world to me, so make sure to go ahead and let me know in the comments. Another thing to let me know, what level and what tier are you in Fortnite Battle Royale? For me, I've been pretty busy, so I'm slacking a little bit in terms of actual level, so I need to get that up, but I'd be curious to see how you guys have fared so far. Make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Use my supporter creator code for a shout out and enter my giveaway. Only a couple days left. Have a great day. I'll catch you with another video very soon, and until then, take it easy and peace out.